Hey guys, today I'm going to take you through a simple ding repair using hand tools only. All the products you see in the video can be found at fiberglasshawaii.com. The tools we'll be using today are pretty basic hand tools. One sanding block, sandpaper, we'll be using 80 grit, 120 grit, 220 grit, 320 grit, and we'll be using 3/4 inch tape, surfacing agent, MEKP catalyst, laminating resin, acetone, Q-cell, 3-inch spreader, 1-inch brush, 1 razor blade, 4-ounce or 6-ounce cloth, and 1 mixing bucket. So we're going to be fixing just some rail fractures as well as a nose ding that actually went through and broke through the cloth. So first we're going to be sanding down with some 80 grit just to kind of bust through the hot coat, get back down to the weave, see how bad these rail dings are. Do the same on the nose ding, which we know we're going to have to lay cloth on. So we're going to cut our cloth. We're going to cut one small patch and then one larger one to lay on top of that. We're going to start by taping off the rail fractures, which didn't seem to go through. Just kind of fractured the hot coat and made it look a little bad on the rail, but it's not going to let water in. We're going to tape off around the nose ding as well, just so we don't get excess resin all over. We're going to pour in some polyester resin just into a little cup we have that we cut down, catalyze that. So it's just laminating resin and catalyst for this first batch. Paste some on to the nose ding. Grab our small piece of cloth, set that on, get our larger cloth to put over the top of it. And since I'm frugal with resin, I like to saturate it with the stick so I'm not putting a lot of resin on the ground. Use our little spreader here to wrap it around, make sure all the air bubbles are out. It's fully saturated so the cloth becomes translucent. And we're going to do a nice little bead along the rail. I have the spreader in my hand already, so I'm just going to use the spreader. You can use a brush if you're more comfortable with that. All we're going to do is fill it in with some laminating resin, just called a backfill. After that stuff goes off, we're going to pour some more resin. This time we're going to add surfacing agent because we're going to be doing a hot coat, which is also known as a sanding coat. Throw the surfacing agent in, then we're going to catalyze, and we're going to mix that up really well just to make sure everything gets mixed together properly so we don't have any tacky spots and everything can be sanded pretty easily. And let's go ahead and apply a standard hot coat or sanding coat right on top of that laminating coat that filled in those little voids. Do the same over the cloth on the nose, on the bottom, and then we'll flip the board once that kicks, and then we'll do the deck as well. I like to pull the tape once it kicks so you don't get tape pieces in there after it's gone off all the way. And I'm going to take the flat sanding block once again, and I just like to do that to flatten it out. It's a lot quicker if you're not using power tools. Same with the rail. Cut in, get through that hot coat, and then finish it off by hand with the 120 and the 220 grit sandpaper. You can use 320 as well if you'd like. For ding repairs, I just like to get the job done for the most part.